Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle. I'm excited today because I'm going to be reacting to Portugal's entry for Eurovision 2024.
Eurovision 2024! I got a new video. Alesia Michelle. Hey girl. I'm ready to go.
How you feeling?
Eurovision fam. Yeah. Are you ready for the show? We gotta keep it real. Let's go.
Hey, if you've never been in my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, this is your opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. Now, everybody knows that I just really love what Portugal does at Eurovision, because the thing is, Portugal's not really trying to do something at Eurovision, if you catch my drift. Portugal has a wonderful system, the way that they decide to invite songwriters to kind of create for Festival da Canção. I think it's created this really nice baseline of songs that are just songs that would just kind of be potentially on the charts in Portugal. It doesn't have this sense of like we're cooking up something to throw on the Eurovision stage. It's sort of like we're cooking up music in the vein of what we like to do. And like the fact that it could go to Eurovision, wouldn't that be kind of cool? Because like, you know, we could show off to this sort of new audience of people like what we do. You know what I mean? You catch my drift? For the people who are Portuguese, you know, you've been long in the streets with me. I've been riding with y'all. For those of you who are maybe like casual viewers, that's sort of what Portugal's vibe is. They're not necessarily creating for Eurovision, even though, yes, this is a Eurovision national selection. I had the privilege of sitting down with Iolanda before she was crowned winner and everything. We had a really amazing conversation, so I definitely recommend you check that interview out. But I will say, I have not seen this performance all the way through. I have not. So I'm really excited to see how she decided to bring this song to life. And ultimately, I'm going to really be excited to see this on the Eurovision stage because Iolanda, powerhouse, homegirl, can sing. So I'm excited. This song, even on first listen, I was like, okay, this is an option for Eurovision this year. So without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Oh my God, starting off sounded like the studio cut. Chills. Chills again. Come on, camera angles. Oh my gosh, this is great. I mean, we're like 40 seconds in. Beautiful. Oh, and I appreciate the dancers. I'm loving these visuals. Ooh. Oh, come on, girl. Sounding like the studio cut. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm loving the white because we really could have done this and kept it dark. I think that would have been the easy thing to do. Bathing this in white was so thoughtful, particularly given the meaning of the song. Come on, yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I like the makeup. I don't think we need the necklace, but not hating it. This sounds like the studio cut, y'all. Y'all. Oh, this is beautiful. Yolanda, girl. Well, it's me, so let's kick it off and talk about the styling. I love the fact that this is a white piece. Sometimes when people put white on the stage, it can wash them out. Sometimes it's a lazy thing just to make the person pop. Put them in white. This is so thoughtful. If you don't know kind of like the meaning of this song, and like I said, you should definitely check out my interview with Yolanda. To bathe this song in white is so right. It makes so much sense. This song is hopeful, and the white actually I find really effective in this. When you listen to the studio cut, it's easy that you could envision this performance sort of happening in darkness and a storm and whatnot, and then maybe at the end there's like a white moment. To start this off so bathing us in the light, I find so effective, so thoughtful, and I mean is going to help this stand out on the Eurovision stage. I don't think we're going to get a ton of performances in white, particularly when we're talking about semifinal 1, which this is in. This is in our semifinal of depth. So maybe let me transition to do I think that this could qualify? I'm living in a world where I think this qualifies. And I worry about Portugal qualifying sometimes. I think it's okay. And also, I worry about Portugal qualifying sometimes because I worry about any of the countries that I want to see advance. So it's not crazy for me to worry about Portugal's chances of qualifying, particularly when we're talking about a semifinal of death. I think that this is qualifying. I had not seen this in total. I saw pictures of it. I knew that there was like white in it. And I did say now the direct competition that Portugal has is Serbia. I was living in a world. I told people, I was like, I think we could get both. I think we could get Portugal and we could get Serbia. I'm living in a world where I still think we could get both. It's weird. I can't see us losing Serbia in a sense. But looking at this, if people are in a picking and choosing mode, I could see why some people would be like, I love a ballad, but I'm picking this one over Serbia. I could see some people doing that, like for sure. But I don't think I could see people who love Serbia not also picking up the phone for Iolanda. Because let's move on and talk about the vocal. It sounded like the studio cut. There wasn't a bum note in sight. There wasn't a trembly, unsure note coming out of Yolanda's mouth. This was confident and proficiently executed beautifully. So, come on, sounding like the studio cut. Okay? It's like performances like this that make it when y'all want to give excuses for these performances. It makes me sit here in this chair and go, why are you giving them excuses? Why are you making excuses? It is okay for us to expect all the notes to be hit because it can happen, and it happens. And Yolanda, you did it, girl. I'm just saying, you did it. All right, let's talk about how this can do at Eurovision this year. Do I think that this is winning Eurovision this year? No, I don't think that this is winning. But I'm going to be real with you. The juries have been kind of showing love to Portugal, I would say, in recent years for the most part. This is a year that I think the jury is going to watch this and go, this is beautiful. Like, I think the execution was thoughtful. I think the song does all the right things as far as pacing. We start off, if the vocal is confident and it's there, it's hitting. They're going to gravitate towards this. And it takes us somewhere. The song does build in a really thoughtful way. And I remember even when I was reacting to the song, I was like, oh, you can tell this is a song that goes somewhere. It's doing what it needs to do as a ballad. This is a good song. We knew the song was good. And, you can always be nervous about how it's being brought to life. This is how you bring it to life. This was extremely effective. This is going to be something that I can't see jurors en masse ignoring. Will there be some juries that don't pay it any mind this year? Completely. But I would not be surprised to see this edge its way into the top 10 this year. I just wouldn't. Off of that performance, if we just are able to recreate that, which I believe we will be able to do on the Eurovision stage, I see at least 30% of the juries really recognizing its merit and putting it in the mix, for sure. This made me feel really confident. And I have to say, like, the question marks about the quality of this year, and remember, I was nervous. I was nervous going into this year because of the larger music scene, not really because of Eurovision circles, because of the larger music industry as it stands right now. This is a strong year we're going to have at Eurovision. We've got some really proficient performers. I would say the national selections absolutely delivered this year. I think the national selections, more often than not, chose the strongest entry from there, chose the competitive entry, chose the entry that kind of was adding another dynamic to the mix. This year, this is a strong year, and Portugal, I need this in the final. I think it's going to be there, but I am now living in a world I need this track in the final. If I didn't already need it off the studio cut after watching that, I need it in the final. Well, that was my reaction. What do you think? Drop down, talk to me in the comments below. Do you agree with my reaction? Talk to me in the comments below. Do you disagree? That's okay too. Talk to me in the comments below. This is a conversation. And you know what? I am excited for Eurovision 2024. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe. I got so much content coming for you. Bye.